Linden, West Rock Hill Township. Do you ever have someone come over and take food off your plate? That's what it's like coming to certain school board meetings. It's like I'm being robbed. Now, I imagine that Mr. Nyman's here to ask for money from the school district for his trail. As a resident of West Rock Hill Township, I don't want to pay for any infrastructure improvements to East Rock Hill. I don't know if this is a deal you made, toilets for trail or whatever it was, but I'm opposed to that. I just want you to know, and I'll be glad to come to the school board meeting and voice that concern again. My second issue was item D, 3 and 4. Just a technical thing. You have lot 11 going to 2 different places. So I don't understand that. Maybe you want to clarify that. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else?
Sue Furlong, West Rock Hill Township. I'd like to say that I tried to check the agendas today. Your server is not working. I had a friend try it to make sure it wasn't something that was, particular to me. And that person could also not access the school agenda. So, I don't know what you guys are doing here, but it's hard to prepare for a meeting. Maybe that's the whole goal, I don't know, but your computer server is not working.
Okay, thank you. Make note of that. I was not on there looking for anything.
I could get the school website, but not the agenda.
Okay, thank you. All right, first item is Mr. Nyman from East Rock Hill with his trail link presentation.
Thank you, Mr. Casper. So, does this work? Is this on or?
You have to tap the button.
Push the button that's there. You go.
Yes, now?
Yeah.
Thank you. We're not here to trade toilets for trail. Actually, we're here to talk about a comprehensive section of a trail plan which West Rock Hill was very much involved in back in 2000, along with the school district in developing. I find that extremely insulting, and don't understand why people in West Rock Hill seem to have that attitude. That's unfortunate, and I apologize that the school board has to be bombarded with that type of criticism. That's very unfair. East Rock Hill continues to pursue the construction of a trail through the high school property to connect our existing trail systems, one along the east branch of the Perkiomen and the Markey Park 3-mile run trail system that we have. We continue to appreciate the school district cooperation effort, initially by granting that easement in the first place. As funding continues to be problematic, we continue to seek additional funding sources. Recently, the Delaware Valley Regional Planning Commission has made grant funds available for trail projects. And we still qualify for the DCED grant, which we talked with you about a year ago. So in order to qualify for the DVRPC grant, we need to develop a formal plan for the trail. That's going to cost us $12,000. I'm here to ask for 2 things. Actually, the first thing is not to really ask, but just to advise the board. And I provided you with a copy of the trail plan. I've also provided you with a copy of the engineering review letter from 2003 when the high school project land development was done, and the school district's agreement at that time to allow us to have the trail easement, and also that easement would not be the fixed line that's on the plan, but would have some flexibility, because as we look at developing this plan, our township engineer is advising us that in order to meet ADA requirements for the trail itself, that particular line, we're going to have to, veer away from that somewhat. We do have permission from the school district to do that. that's something that we don't want to just do without having conversation and communicating with the school district. We don't want to just, go up there and start doing work without you being aware and fully cognizant of what it is. The second part of what I'm asking for this evening is that if you're willing to and interested in helping with that planning process, we're fully able to fund that process, but we would like to have the school district partner with us to some extent, whatever extent that is that the school district might be capable of doing. We fully believe that we have a better chance getting grant money if this is a multi-entity project rather than just a single township asking for funds. So as much as asking you to help us financially, we're also looking for your support in when we ask for the grant funding and some type of grant letter, that type of thing. If you have any questions or would like any other information, our township manager is here with me this evening. I'd be happy to either let her try to answer questions or do them myself.
What did
Do you
you,
have a question? Okay, Mrs. Miller?
I'm sorry. What are you asking, what PSD involvement are you asking in the planning process using who? Like our engineer or?
Well, no, I'm not asking. If you were willing to contribute $1,000 or $2,000 just to help fund the plan process, we would be appreciative of that.
So
That's
it's
all.
not actually hands-on help? You're asking for
No.
a $1,000 throw-in?
If you're willing to do that. That will not keep the
That's
project
part of
from
the
happening.
$12,000 planning? Is that what you're
Correct,
saying?
correct.
So I have a couple questions.
Sure.
Based on what you just said, and the handout and the highlighted section 5. So you already have an easement,
Correct.
and this is saying that it might not land on the easement.
Right, we already have a flexible easement.
Okay.
As I said, I don't want to blindside the school district. We want to be open with the district and share, where that plan is most likely not going to follow that exact line.
But it's not going to be a mile away.
No, it's going to be within, those parameters.
I think it's the red line on our map, right? That's actually the path, isn't it? Where it comes into Blooming Glen Road?
It is, yes, it's the red line that says PSD to Markey Park easement. Did I turn your microphone on, please? Sorry.
So an easement must be provided in a manner satisfactory to your solicitor, which will permit you to construct in the future. So you already have it and it's flexible. So that's,
Correct.
it's like,
Can you
so
turn
you
your
just
microphone,
want to
please?
point this
The red
out
light's
to
on.
us.
Not on the microphone. It has to be up near the,
Is it on now?
no,
Is it on now?
no. There it is.
Is it on now?
Yeah, see the red light at the microphone?
Okay, so there's
That's-
multiple red lights.
Yeah, that's a clue.
Okay. There's a clue that there's multiple red lights?
If that red light is on, your microphone is on.
Well, there was a red light on, it wasn't on.
Not
Sorry.
at the microphone,
Sorry.
sorry.
Okay. I got 2 red lights on, third one coming up fast. Okay, so that's really, you're just pointing this out because we already kind of knew this, and that's
Give me
it.
the border products.
All right. And note 20, where is that? I just want to refresh our memory with, must be revised to indicate the path location may be modified. Is that just,
Oh, no, the note 20 is actually on the plan itself. In fact, if you would happen to have the, last time we were here about a year ago, we gave you a copy of the high school land development plan itself. In the upper right-hand corner of that plan were plan notes about stormwater management and many different things, but the easement note was also in there.
thanks. And a couple more things. So, you're looking for partnership and support. A lot of times we just want to say, you have all the support all of our support in the world, but we don't have any money, right?
Understood?
But you do have the support. But I think
And we appreciate
I'd like to learn about, does it make is it that important does the district help with the grant? I mean, you said it does, but I don't really apply for municipal grants. So when there's more than one entity searching for the funds, is that a fair question, Mary Ann? Is that the way I should say it? Is that helps you guys get the money?
Great deal, yeah. The more
The state and regional commissions over the last 5-6 years on a municipal basis have encouraged multi-municipal cooperation. This would be an example of multi-municipal cooperation. The school district is an elected board and is considered to be an entity that would be working with municipalities.
So that coming out, there's new board members coming on. This is something that will be a future. I mean, I don't know if we're going to get, I don't know if this is the right time or place to get enough, our solicitors, I guess we would have to vote to participate with finances. But I think we're probably going to have to do it after the next board comes in 3 weeks, I guess.
That's fine.
I mean, most of the people, there's a few, Ms. Spain, Mrs. Clemens, and Ms. Joan Cullen, and Mr. Kraus, new folks. So I think that we're going to have to maybe wait. So how does that affect your time frame? What's your time frame is what I was trying to spit out.
We're in the process of starting the planning now. That's why we want to have communication with the school district. We don't have a specific time frame. If you're able to help us in any way at any time, it's appreciated.
And it seems like from what you're saying that you're gonna go this on your own anyway, regardless of what we
We're
do.
doing this. We would appreciate a partnership as we do it.
Okay.
And just for one more point of clarification, this is not a trail just in East Rock Hill. Percy's involved. The trail that we have down along the East Branch goes all the way through Percy, Sellersville. West Rock Hill actually is purchasing land along the East Branch to connect to that trail eventually. This is a multi-municipal effort. It's not just East Rock Hill.
Anybody else have any questions?
I have another one. So you're saying it's $12,000 and you're asking the school district for $1,000, is that correct?
1,000 or 2,000,
Okay, where's
if you're willing to partner.
Okay, but where's the other 11,000 coming from?
We will supply that. East Rock Hill Township is supplying the other money.
And you're not going to Percy and Sellersville and West Rock Hill for that?
No.
Why?
This particular stretch of the trail is in our township.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anybody else have anything? Mr. Laughlin.
Mr. Nyman, you said stormwater management. Is that going to come into play? Is there a fair amount of drainage that will be involved, or will be no drainage involved?
I
Do you know
doubt
at this
that.
time?
I expect that we'll probably have to have an MPDES permit to do the trail.
Okay.
I don't anticipate any stormwater issues.
No big impact to the school property?
No, not at all.
Thank you.
But the trail construction would have to remediate that. That will be part of our planning process. We'll find that out.
Okay.
Happy to share it with you, Jeff.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's all you have?
That's it.
I wanted to say, I heard your comments at the beginning. That's what you hear around here many times. You're a good neighbor for us. You're a good partner. Since I've been on the board in the township, I think we try to watch out for each other's best interests. So I always appreciate that. And I also want to touch on the toilets. We certainly do appreciate not having to put in 100 and getting away with whatever it was. So that made more sense to us. So we do appreciate that. And, that doesn't mean we roll over and you don't expect us to give something in return for that. But I just think it's a sign of the way we work together and do the right thing and do the smart thing. So,
We're all taxpayers for this.
yep. So thanks, Mr. Snyder.
My light's off, I'm sorry. We're all taxpayers. Thank you.
Good night. Good night. Mary Ann, do you have anything? You're good?
Yeah, thank you for whatever support you can do.
Thanks for coming out. All right, the second item is obsolete items for review. So that's going to be you, Sean.
Okay, under obsolete items, 2A from the technology department, we have a number of monitors, workstations, and so forth that are now broken or no longer usable, and they are to go to recycling. Item 2, we also have a list of printers that are not fixable, and they are to go to recycling. They're either not fixable or the cost to fix them is more than buying a new printer, which is the case a lot of times, so they're to go to recycling. From South Middle School, we have 2 sets of textbooks that are to go to public surplus, and some very old wrestling mats that are to go to scrap. From Dibler, there's some public surplus reference books there from the 1980s. From the maintenance department, we have for surplus scrubbers, polishers, a mower deck that needs to go to scrap, and then a lot 1111 is actually split. There's a compressor and a scoreboard that needs to go to scrap, and then off that same lot we have a table saw, cedar, and a compressor that will go to public surplus to try to be sold. From the high school, we have scoreboards that are public surplus, and some TV cards for scrap, and overhead projectors for public surplus. And then Grass Elementary, we have the weeding out log for the library to go to public surplus. That's it for our items for obsolete. Yes.
Anybody have any questions of these things? So they'll be appearing on the agenda. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, well, that concludes this part of the show, and the next part is going to be, Mr. Sarnes called, he can't make it, he's in traffic. So Mr. Thompson is going to pinch hit. Is that okay, Dave?
Yes. Thanks a lot. I guess we will,
I think I need to adjourn the facilities meeting, so
okay.
Facilities meeting is adjourned.
Okay.
Is there public comment after that meeting?
Well, I adjourned it already, so I thought we would have it at the end for both.
Okay, I can wait.
We could start again if you want. It doesn't look like, oh, this shouldn't take too long. I don't think so.
Okay, we can start with public comment on the finance portion of the agenda. If anybody has any comments that you'd like to share with us now? If not, we will move into the agenda. Okay, the first item on the agenda is review of contracts for approval, A through I. We'll go over them quickly. I don't think there's anything too radical in this. First is Comfort Inn and Suites hotel stay for Thespian Conference, North Middle School Drama, 12/3 to 5, 2015. Cost is per room rates, reviewed by solicitor. Sean, do you have anything you want to add to this, or we just, the rates are like $114 a night. I don't think there's anything. Does anybody have any questions about this that you want to?
It's 7 rooms, and yes, the rates are $114 a night for the double and $89 a night for the 2 queen rooms.
And that would be from December 3rd to the 5th.
Correct.
Okay. Item B is the purchase of meals, St. Agnes Sacred Heart Catholic School, contract to sell or purchase meals. Nutritional Services Department, 10/8/2015 to 6/30/2016. $8,500 approximately received from St. Agnes based on number of lunches purchased reviewed by solicitor.
I do have questions on this. Sean, can you explain this to me? Are we selling them lunches or are we delivering them? I mean, how is this happening? How is this occurring?
Yes, they have requested, as a private ended school, they've requested to be able to purchase lunches from the district through the National School Lunch Program. So we will provide them lunches, and they of course will pay us for them. This contract that's in here is the standard contract that must be used for any agreement like this. Yeah, PDE contract.
Okay, I saw the contract.
Yes, the PDE contract. This is a very normal thing that happens throughout the state, whereas school districts, their food service departments will provide lunches for.
Okay, so.
Some of these places don't have the ability to cook.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So logistically, I guess that's my question. Where are we cooking these and how are we getting them there? Is that included?
I don't know those specifics. I didn't get those specifics from Gina.
But I mean, is our transporting the meals included in the price or we just
Yes.
paying? So everything, all our costs are covered by this? Okay.
Mhm.
And who does the cleanup? Do we bring up all the dirty dishes back? I have a few I could add. No, I'm not being funny. I mean, seriously, though. I mean, how do we do the cleanup then? Who does that? They don't have a cafeteria, I take it.
No, I'm guessing, and that's the best thing I'm doing here, is we would have, and I'm just drawing from my past experience, we had big serving containers that we would take the food from place to place in to keep it hot, and then it was served, usually on a site like that, it would be served on paper.
Paper, okay.
Yeah, to keep that, throw
And they would pick up the big serving things, okay, and that's all covered, all those costs are covered?
Right.
Okay.
Just actually, Sacred Heart does have a cafeteria. They have a cafeteria with a functioning kitchen, so I'm assuming that they may use that. I just had a question though, because the contract just said, it says for 20 days, so this isn't, it's just limited certain days that they're requiring that service
That they're
throughout the
asking
school year.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, any other questions on this item? Okay, item C. Excuse me, Morse. The next one is CSM, a contract for E-rate compliance services. You want to take that too, Sean?
We had an E-rate consultant that we've worked with for a number of years, but this particular person has started to work for the state of Pennsylvania again in the state E-rate department. The person had previously worked there under a previous governor's administration and has went back to work for the state under the new governor's administration. So we needed to find a new consultant, and this particular consultant that we're talking to here worked very closely with our old consultant, whose last name was Tritt, Julie Tritt. And so the recommendation was to work with this particular consultant, so that's what we've done, what we're trying to do here. And the E-rate is a animal to its own as far as all the different federal forms and so forth and timeframes that have to be followed. And so I think it's in our best interest to have someone to work with on that.
Can I keep going here? Another question?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry. Speaking of consultants, do we have any tally of how many consultants we have for our technology department, other than JLR? And what our costs are in consulting?
Are they still?
I know you don't have it on
Yeah, I
you, but is
don't.
there- no, I'm sure you don't. But
Yeah.
is there any way we can get that tally, like how many consultants and how much we're spending yearly?
Mhm.
Do I hear voices? Oh, is that you? Oh, right. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Sure.
Are there any other questions on this CSM consulting contract? I guess we'll be asked to approve that in the next board
Hey,
meeting.
David, can you turn your mic on,
Oh, I'm
please?
sorry. Yeah, if there are no further questions, I guess this will be moved on to the board meeting for approval. The next, item D, is a memorandum of understanding between Solomon's United Church of Christ and Pennridge as a school evacuation site, 2015-16. Any questions on that? Does anybody have any? It's pretty straightforward. Okay, then the next one is Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, Hospital School Services for Student, identified as 2016-15, 2015-2016, for the amount of $52.53 per hour. This is obviously something that we would need information from Dr. Phillips, and we have no way of providing anything for any public purposes here. So moving on. Next one is Pennsylvania School for the Deaf, occupational and/or physical therapy services for student, identified as 2016-16, for the 2015-16 school year, $100 per hour, same deal. Special services, special needs required, and really no information that we can discuss. Next one is New Hope Academy, educational services for student, identified as 2016-17, years 2015-16. The total amount is $32,767.41. It's under review by solicitor, and again, it's a special needs student settlement. Okay, the next one is Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, hospital school services for student, identified as 2016-18, $52.53 per hour, under review by solicitor, same problem. The last one is letter I, Pennsylvania School for the Deaf, reevaluation of student, identified as 2016-2019, for the year 2015-16, $1,500, reviewed by solicitor. Again, that's the last of those contracts. Moving to the next item, settlement agreement, identified as 2016-20. Again, no discussion possible on that. The next are student activity accounts as requested below. High School Key Club, it's a new account. Sean, do you want to talk to us about that?
Sure. The high school, kids at the high school would like to have a key club, so they are going through the process of setting that up. And they have officers, and they have filled out the required paperwork, and Principal Gina DeBona has signed that paperwork, and Amelia has determined that they have everything they need. She's assigned an account code for them. So really everything is in order here to get the kids up and running for a key club.
Terrific. Any questions on that?
Didn't we already have a key club?
Yes, we had key club, but this club was closed during when Mr. Creedon was the principal, so.
Thank you.
Okay, item 4 on the agenda, review results of RFP number 16-19, snow removal services at Transportation Bus Lot. Jeff, you want to handle that? Or Sean, you want to?
Yeah, we did an RFP to replace our company came in and removed the snow from the lot at the bus area. This is only needed when we have a large amount of snow, and if they come in and they have to get the snow lifted up over and out and over the banks and so forth. Normally we're able to plow it, but sometimes we get an amount of snow that we're just not able to get moved out of the lot. So we got to get that out of the lot so that the buses have enough room to get around and be able to maneuver safely. We received one response to the RFP. The RFP was publicly advertised. The company is Landscaping Incorporated from Warrington. The cost is $110 an hour, and for a track skid loader to come in and remove the snow. And it is on an as-needed basis per our contact to the company. So we have to contact them to come in and do the work, so.
Any other questions?
I just have one question. On that RFP there, the rate that's given for the 185 then, is that just a different option?
It's a front-end loader, it's a much bigger piece of
It's
equipment.
bigger. So is it possible that they would use that, or is it just to only use the track skid loader?
Our recommendation would be the track skid loader at this point.
Okay.
However, if we got a
needed.
tremendous amount of
Yeah.
snow and we needed bigger equipment,
Then that's the other
we have that
option.
option.
Thank you.
All right, and the last item on the agenda is a review of the nutritional services contract.
Okay, the nutritional services compensation and benefit plan for the time frame of 2014 to 2018 is attached for your review. The changes made to this document have to do with the, since the last time you folks saw it, it has to do with the health benefits, and the language was changed to make sure that the health benefits that are available to the employees matches the Affordable Care Act, the ACA, the Obamacare law, to make sure that we're offering coverage to the employees that the law requires us to offer coverage to, and it's affordable to them. So,
Okay. So this is for a period of 4 years?
yes.
And any questions? Anybody have any questions?
I have a couple questions. Sean, do you have it open in front of you there?
Yes.
So is it section 17 and 18?
Yes.
And I know you just said it, but, so all the wording was just revised, so it flies for compliance.
Correct. Mr. Cox.
No other changes.
Solicitor Cox changed his language.
Okay. And he's seen that this is his
This-
version,
This is his version.
and you want this on the, this will be, we don't vote on this, do we, in public?
Yes.
We do?
December 1st.
So this is the final version,
Yes.
and it'll be there?
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Any other questions, board members? Okay. That concludes the agenda. I guess we can move for public comment.
Robert Linden, West Rock Hill Township. This is in reference to the facilities meeting previously held. Item 1, Mr. Nyman, admission that he came here for money after saying he didn't come for money. You didn't say at that meeting whether this item was going to be carried to the board for vote. I assume it is because it must have been a foregone conclusion, as I know it's toilets for trail. I don't like it. You heard him say West Rock Hill Township is paying for its land. Let East Rock Hill pay its facilities. I don't like the idea that my school taxes, which are for education purposes, go toward infrastructure improvements in East Rock Hill. I don't like it at all. And I don't like it when I finance other things that are not educational, which you call educational. And I'll bring that to your attention every time.
Any other public comment? If not, the Finance Committee meeting is agenda. The next meeting will be on December 14th, 2015. Okay. So we're now going to move to executive session. So we will adjourn this to discuss personnel.